Welcome to the Superfast TouchDesigner tutorial series. In this tutorial, we are going to generate a procedural parallax plane system where texture resolution, noise movement, and instance scales are all driven by a centralized control system. We use the me.digits expression to duplicate our layers while maintaining unique offsets for every single plane. We will be working across chop, top, and pop families between 2D data and 3D geometry. If you want to learn TouchDesigner in depth, go to school. Trusted by more than 350 students with a big community and monthly project file reviews, it is the place to learn TouchDesigner. Chapter 1. Overview. Alright, let's break this down. We start in the chop section with a constant controlling resolution values, patterns, shuffles, and math nodes, building the logic for position and animation, driven by a button widget. Then, a noise top creates displacement data for our pops section. Here, top to, attribute combine, pattern, and group pops drive point scale and color, instancing a box via copy, and a grid for the background. Then we will duplicate the networks to get the layers. Finally, we route to geocomps using Phong, Wireframe, and PBR mats, sent through a render top and bloom, post FX. Perfect. Let's jump into the tutorial. If you want to explore more than 100 TouchDesigner project files access, special plugins, VJ packs, and 3D assets, visit Patreon. Join more than 7,000 creators exploring these resources. Chapter 2. Network. First, we need to establish our global variables. Create a constant chop. Set the channels for global composition and noise resolutions. Also, we will use a radio button widget. I gave mine this black and white look. The buttons are connected to a null to get the value data, and then a lag to get smooth transitions between that data. Now, create a pattern chop. Set the type to ramp, the length to 6. Then the range from 1 to 2. Connect this to a shuffle chop, and set the method to swap channels and samples. This shuffle chop is going to drive multiple parameters, so first, we need a math chop. In this math chop, go to the range page and set it from 1 to 2, and the to range set it to 0.001 to 0.005. This will control our box scales later. We need another math chop. Set the integer attribute to floor and the range from 1 and 2 map to 2 and 4. Now create a select chop and point it to the button's null chop. Connect this to a logic chop and set the convert input parameter to on when value changed. Connect this to a count chop. This count chop will drive our random movement. Now create another pattern chop. Set the type to random, length to 6, and use the count chop value for the seed, so we get iterations every time it counts. Set the range from 0.01 to 2. Connect this to a shuffle chop. With the method set to swap channels and samples, create a select chop. In the channel names parameter, type this expression. This is a simple calculation that receives the input from the button's null and sends out a random value. Connect this to a rename chop and call the channel gap. Finally, connect this to a lag chop. Set the lag to 1, enable clamp acceleration, and set the max acceleration to 5. For video mapping without installation, use the mesher in your browser. Generate infinite animations via code by injecting 3JS or P5 scripts. Of course, you can also import footage straight from your computer if you want to map any specific video clip for your project. And finally, you can capture real-time video from your webcam, OBS, or even capture any screen from your own desktop. It's perfect for small projects and for creators looking to experiment with this type of viral video mapping content. Now for the visuals, create a noise top and name it Noise 0. Set the noise period to 2, harmonic gain to 0, and amplitude to 1. In the transform page, set the translate x to abs time, seconds multiplied by 0.1. For translate z, use this me.digits calculation. It's taking the operator's digit, dividing it by 10, and then multiplying that value by the lag channel called gap. Now for the resolution, we will also use another simple calculation. This is dividing the constant values in x and y and dividing that value by the second shuffle active channel and adding the operator digit. Since this operator's digit is 0, the values stay as they were. But when we create the copies, this values will change. Let's convert this to points. Create a top to pop, and point it to the noise top to get color information. Create a second top to pop. Set the first RGBA to height R. In the height page, for the displacement scale we will use this me.digits calculation too. Almost like the one we used in the noise translate, but multiplied by -1 to get a negative displacement value. Now let's connect both top to pops into an attribute combine pop. Set the input attributes to color and P. Connect this to a pattern pop. Set the types to random. Set the map to low value to 0.5 and map to high at 1.5. Also set the output attribute scope to point scale. We are giving the points random scale values with this operator. Next, connect this to a second pattern pop. And set the type to ease in, ease out. Then the output attribute scope it to color. We now have scale randomness and a color ramp we need to combine. So to do that, create a group pop. Name the group lights. And set the condition to point scale greater than 1.25. This is adding randomness to the white value of the points depending on their scale. Create one more pattern pop. Connect the previous group pop to it, and set the type to random and map to high to 2. Output, scope this to color and limit it to the lights group. For blob tracking without any installation, use the blobs directly in your browser. Generate thousands of target combinations with more than 25 presets, including retro, modern, and futuristic styles. Of course, you can import footage straight from your computer and tweak the parameters to your taste. Also, you can capture real-time video from your phone, webcam, or even capture any screen from your own desktop. It's perfect for small, real-time projects, specifically for making tech brutalism, surveillance art aesthetics, or data artworks. We need a box pop to act as our instance geometry. Name it Box 0. For the scale, we will use this me.digits addition. Here we are using the math channels plus the operator's digit. It's very simple and easy to understand, right? Now we need to combine the box with the last pattern, so add a copy pop and connect the pattern to the second input of the copy. Now enable Template Scale, and in the Template Attributes page, activate Use Template Point Attributes, and set the names to color. Connect the copy pop to a merge pop, and then to a select pop. Now add a geometry comp. Assign a Phong mat to this geometry. Alright, let's add the wireframe layers. Create a grid pop. Set the columns and rows to this expression calculation. This is giving different values for the grids when we make the copies. Connect this to a transform pop. And let's name this one Rect Transform 0. Set the translate Z to this last me.digits calculation. It's creating negative values so the copies position themselves later. Now add a final merge for this transform. Create a select top to link this merge. Now duplicate the select pop. The first goes to a geo comp. And add a wireframe material. Set the wireframe alpha to 0.5 and mode to topology. Enable blending in common settings. The second select flows to another geo comp. And let's add a PBR mat for this one. For that reflective kind of glass look, set the PBR metallic to 0.75, roughness to 0.05. For the emit color, give it a slight dark blue tone. Now set the alpha to 0.5. And in the common page, enable blending as well. For the render, I used camera viewport with some position presets wired to the button's lag value and a render top, and the resolution linked to the resolution constants sent to an out top to view the output. Now let's create the instances. Select the pop network and duplicate it 5 times. And now blend them with the merge we created. Now we need to duplicate the grid planes too, and send them to the merge pop. For post effects, add a bloom top, and bloom fill to 0.557. You can play with the pattern chop values for the distancing. And the other pattern to change the grid and box size. Perfect. The layering system is built and all iterations are working correctly. I hope you've successfully completed this tutorial. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments.